a bit of things. I had mentioned before on the other video that we could certify roofs. We could certify anything on the loan as we're a licensed contractor with the state of California. As I said it before, home inspectors are not licensed. They're not licensed in the state of California at all, as home inspectors are not regulated by California in any way, shape, or form. They are part of an InterNACHI association, which they're part of, bound to a standards of practice and code of ethics that's bound to that association. But that is not the same as being recognized by the state of California as a licensed contractor. It's very different. I inspect as a licensed general building contractor, not as an InterNACHI home inspector. Very different. The reason why I do that is because I'm able to do things on the inspection that home inspectors cannot do. I can also do cost secure, which is huge for buyers, especially first-time home buyers that don't have a lot of money. I can put numbers on reports, bids. I can't touch the work for 12 months, but I can still put bids and costs down for any kind of trade, which means that my license covers 2 or more unrelated trades. Well, every inspection I do covers 2 or more unrelated trades. So if I believe a new roof is needed, I'll put a cost down for a new roof. If I believe the water heater needs to be replaced, I'll put a cost down for a new water heater. These are important, especially for negotiations with the seller. A lot of realtors don't like this because, I'm not going to say a lot because a lot of realtors use me, I do this, but there are some who don't like this because this is also a commission hit. It can be, depending how they work their contracts. But this is important for the buyer because, one, you also cannot counter me with a home inspector. So if I do a report on the buying side or even the listing side, you cannot send another home inspector to counter me because my license overrides them. I'm a licensed GC. What else? My license also will cover with structural concerns. So if I believe, and obviously I'll go to my engineers if I believe it's, something we need a second opinion on. But there are times where I will go out for an inspection, for a roof inspection or structural inspection, because the home inspector called for it. Well, you already spend twice as much money, but specialized inspections for me, I'm going to charge more. If I get called for a, roof certification, it's $300 in Lake County. Well, that home already would include a roof inspection anyway for a total of $500 or something with that already included. So now you're paying that home inspector and you're paying me to go out there. So that's, a little bit different. Also, another thing is, let's just say your home inspector that your realtor picks or you pick says the roof is fine. And then it gets a cancellation notice after you move in from California Fair Plan or an insurance company because the roof's shot. Well, that's a big problem because, one, there's no transparency anyway between the home inspection, the appraiser, and the lenders. But the biggest issue is that what if I go there now and I say, no, your roof is shot and your home inspector's wrong? Now you're going to have to come up with money for a new roof, or you get foreclosed on because California Fair Plan is the last resort for insurance for high-risk fire zones. And there is no payment plan for a new roof, and especially if you just moved in, you probably don't have equity enough to save for a new roof. So that's a big problem, which I'm definitely seeing here lately, is home inspectors who are not understanding roofs at all. And then I get hired with insurance after a cancellation goes out because they need a licensed contractor to determine if the roof is shot or not. And at times, half time, California Fair Plan is wrong. And I certify it and I send it back to the insurance companies. So, but why risk that when you can be up front and know beforehand? Because there are home inspectors here who will, especially since they don't have a liability like I do, who would want to help push for the sale for that realtor, and they may say not even go on the roof. I've seen home inspectors that don't even go on the roof, and I go there, I'm like, what happened here? And I hear from clients that, oh yeah, he didn't even look at the roof, and then they got a cancellation notice, and they have to come up with $20,000 for a new roof after moving in 6 months later. So that is why you should pick the inspector who is the most qualified and who has the license. That's the difference between a licensed general contractor doing an inspection versus an InterNACHI home inspector.